Falava everyone and kia ora. It is day 2 of Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. No mai, haere mai, a feel mai, and welcome to the Pacific Health Talanoa show with Lorenzo and myself, Susana. As you can see, my brother Lorenzo is absent, but rest assured, Ainga, he is somewhere out there saving our people from the Delta variant and most likely gearing up for his next TikTok. But joining me on today's show is the beautiful Terangi Parima. Terangi is the director for the Community Builders NZ Trust, a charitable trust that delivers initiatives such as the Otarakai Village, My Street Movement, Youth Movement, and many others with a focus on empowering our South Auckland community. Kia ora Terangi, we're so stoked to have you here on our show today.
Kia ora, nei mai, haere mai, tātai katoa ki te whakamana ki te wiki o te reo Māori. Happy Māori Language Week, everybody. Celebrating our lovely language of te reo Māori. Yeah, thank you for having me. Awesome intro.
Yeah, no worries, Terangi. But before we get to know more about your role and the awesome mahi that you do, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Awesome. So, ko rangi motea te maunga, ko mangai toku iwi, ko tamarua toku hapu, no kuke airani ahau, ko Michelle Rawa, ko travel oku mātua, ko Terangi toku ingoa. So that's my quick pepeha. I have pricked myself for Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori because we do want to celebrate as much as we can. So that's my quick pepeha. My name is Terangi Parima. I am from Cook Island. Main island is Mangaia, which is from my dad's side, and my mum's side is Aitutaki.
Awesome. Me taki mata Terangi for that wonderful pepeha. All right, let's get into it. Prior to where you're at now, can you share with us where you were in life and how did that lead you to consider working for the Otara community?
Yeah, definitely. So I've been born and bred in Otara, so I've lived in Otara my whole life. And obviously when you live somewhere, you know it off the back of your hand. Just living and breathing in Otara, you know the issues that happen, because that has an immediate impact on you. But yeah, born and bred in Otara. I guess when you're from a place like Otara, the mana enhancing, innovative and creative community that we have here in Otara, you just always want to give back, and it's always about giving back to what first gave to you. So serving Otara is just me serving my family. I get to serve within the Community Builders NZ Trust. I get to serve alongside so many other local residents within Otara. But yeah, just pretty much I've lived in Otara my whole life, and I really can't see myself doing anything other than giving back what first gave to me.
Oh, beautiful. I'm sure that the Otara community, that you're their personal hero. Some of them, but I feel that the movement that you're a part of, they're not given enough recognition or acknowledgement, and that's concerning because you guys are pretty much the true backbone of the community. So, for those that are not familiar with community-led initiatives, what does a typical week look like for you, Terangi, at the Otarakai Village and the Community Builders NZ Trust?
Yeah, of course. So on a outside of COVID, I could probably, there's so many things that I could really speak on in regards to events that we hold, the different projects that are run underneath the Community Builders NZ Trust. Honestly, I can't go through all of them today because otherwise we'll be sitting here the whole day. But I'll specifically focus on the Otarakai Village and what the response is at the moment for this Delta variant and this lockdown in particular. So on Mondays, we have our Elders Kai Pack. So through this COVID, back when COVID was very, very new to us all, the Community Builders NZ Trust was actually the first responding, organisation to respond to what was happening at the time, because at that time nobody knew how to respond. And I guess when you live in the community and when you're the whole trust is pretty much the local residents of Otara, they see the immediate need and they want to know where they can help. So we do on Mondays, we have our kai pack. So we've got two main courts here in Otara. That's the Otara courts itself, and then we've got the Hills Road court. So on Mondays we distribute free kai parcels to them, so they're all registered so that we know that they actually want to receive it. And then online on Tuesdays, which is today, we have our scavenger hunts. So this is really a way of us to really enhance, have mana enhancing values within what we do. So online, we use this platform, the Otara Kai Village platform, to create whakawhanaungatanga, so connecting with our wider community. And then on Wednesdays, we have our kai packs, so it's our drive-through kai packs. And Thursdays, we celebrate our lockdown birthdays, because unfortunately, this is the second year in a row where birthdays at this time have had to change their plans because of lockdowns. And then on Fridays, we have our parent sanity pack. So at the moment, at this very moment, that's what we've got going on at the Otara Kai Village. All of this is surrounded and kind of built together with our whare tapawha, so our values and our pillars of our well-being. So yeah, that's pretty much what this week is looking like. I won't go into too much with what the whole as per Community Builders NZ Trust looks like at the moment, because it's very busy. But I guess the Otara Kai Village project is a good point to start with.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Terangi, for giving us that insight into, your work and what the week looks like for you guys. But before I get into the next topic, platforms such as the health show, we do our very best to highlight and celebrate our people. But it's concerning that mainstream outlets continue to vilify South Auckland and our Pacific peoples pretty much. So what is something that you want people outside of Auckland, and for those who are overseas tuning in, what do you want them to know about Otara and or South Auckland in general?
Definitely. So here's where you find the richest of Pacific, who are rich in culture and faith. And this sets us apart from what makes our community such a unified, vibrant, and resilient community. We as local residents would know that our communities are quite resilient. We get thrown punches left, right, and centre from outlets outside of our community, but we know our community the best because that is us. Our community is us. So yeah, just to know that this is where we the home of the brave. Really, I don't think there's just our community is quite resilient in the way that we respond to things, being that comes from cultural backgrounds as well, and also faith-based as well. But yeah.
Nah, you're so you're right on the money there, eh? With resilience and South Auckland and Otara particular, home of the brave. Getting back into the Māori language week celebrations, what is your favorite whakatauki or Māori proverb, and how is it relevant to where you're currently at in life?
Sorry, take me off mute. Awesome. So I've got one here. This is one that we use throughout the whole Community Builders NZ Trust. So it's no te roru, naku te roru, kaore te iwi. So that means with your food basket and with my food basket, the people will thrive. And that's kind of just talking, this whakatauki talks to community to collaborate and strengthen the projects that we do. So working together, really, and that's what we love to do here at the Otara Kai Village. And amongst all of our projects, I guess, we really just encourage our people to really collaborate and choose collaboration over competition, because you can do a lot more with collaboration.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Terangi. I'll second that, collaboration over competition, definitely. So this brings me to my last question. What message do you have for our Māori and Pacific peoples who are doing it tough at the moment, especially with the extended lockdown?
Yeah, Awesome. Kia kaha, because yeah, I guess these times are a little bit different to what we would normally be outside of lockdown. I would just say kia kaha, stay strong, stay connected, stay strengthened within your connections. So reach out to your whānau if you need just someone to talk to. And I hope that's what everyone's doing. Even though we have to keep distance, we don't have to be distant. And I say that in the sense of you can still give somebody a call, although you're not there physically. You can talk to them like we are today, organize a Zoom, organize a messenger call, or even just pick up your cell phone and give one of your family members a call. Maybe even tell them how much you appreciate them, because we can all use a bit of encouragement at this time. But yeah, just encourage you to stay strong. We'll get through this and stay. If you haven't been tested and you've been to one of these locations of interest, please go and get tested, because we want our community to be as safe and we want to get out of this lockdown as soon as possible. I know that there have been a lot of health sectors really encouraging people to go and get tested. And if you're willing to, go and get the injection. But yeah, I would just really encourage you, everyone, to just stay strong, do what you know is right, follow the rules, and yeah, reach out.
Thanks, Terangi. I'm sorry, my brother Lorenzo has one question for you. But what are your thoughts on the comms from the government, DHB levels to the community, and why are our people not getting vaccinated? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I guess our team have had a bit of a korero around this, and our thoughts are the information isn't out there enough. Access to what this vaccination means. We've put out so many questions regarding this, like why are people not getting vaccinated? And we've had so many really interesting responses, and majority of them are just saying they don't know what this injection or this what it is. There's still a lot of questions and a lot of answers to be given in regards to this. And I think specifically within our South Auckland community, I think there's a lot of cultural barriers that kind of have us in a stumble in regards to getting the injection. But yeah, definitely pulling it back to information, getting information out there to our whānau for them to understand. At the end of the day, it is their decision. But if we can support them to understand what impacts this has, it would definitely be social media comms at the moment, because obviously we're not going to be out talking to people right now on level 4 and in terms of face-to-face. So yeah, definitely the comms. I think that's one of the barriers that are kind of holding our community up in regards to what information that they need and getting it in the way that they kind of understand it. And I guess a trust barrier as well. So government can give all these instructions from up here, but our people are really going to listen to the ones that they trust, and with information that they trust as well.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Terangi.
That's all right.
How can people find you online? Are you present? Which social media accounts are you guys currently present on?
Yeah, definitely. So we have a Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Yeah. And by email as well. So the Otara Kai Village Facebook page is where most of our updates are done. And then we've got the Otara Bike Group, and then we've also got the Otara Youth Hub. So I would probably say the Otara Kai Village would be your main platform if you're wanting to get in touch with all of the kaupapa that I've just explained. And then, yeah, a lot of that is live updates as well. So as soon as something happens, we update that immediately, or as soon as possible.
Awesome. Thanks heaps, Terangi. Thank you for joining us today. You know, we are so grateful for leaders with pure hearts such as yourself who are out here checking in on our people, especially with how things have been, you know, since the COVID outbreak. But I just want to say, keep up the great work, and we hope that we'll be able to connect with you in person very soon.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you, Terangi.
See you guys.
Yeah. Okay, and that was our interview with Terangi Parima from the Community Builders NZ Trust. Speaking of COVID, today we have identified 15 new cases in the community here in Auckland, which makes up the total of 970 community cases linked to the current outbreak. Our thoughts and prayers goes out, especially to the 22 people who are in hospital and the 4 individuals who are in intensive care. And that concludes our show for today, guys. Ngā mihi and whawhitai te le lava to all of you who have tuned in to today's show. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Be kind. If you haven't done so, please book your vaccination. Soifua. Thank you.
Squad, baby. Rex, J. Sands.
Let's go.
Oh, say I'm say you are complete to me, I get you. By the way that you move and the way that you smile. Say, oh my Dorima, baby, you be giving your hand, I'll take you anywhere. You give me something that I never had. Cause you care, but about to me and the family. Say, why you waiting on me to talk to you? Yeah, I'ma listen what y'all say. Yeah, don't move out in the come here. Yeah, they on the nail, to dirty wine, girl, dirty wine. Yeah, say, tama in, they not the pipe, say.